Hello there, hola, and thank you for finding me here at my original YouTube channel since 2020, Benidorm and Beyond. Today I'm continuing my long-established series, Benidorm's brand new bars and businesses. These consist of bars, restaurants, shops and other businesses that have all opened under new guises in old premises. So let's crack on with the 23rd instalment, and please feel free to check out my previous 22 vlogs for places you may have missed by simply searching Benidorm and Beyond New Bars and Businesses on YouTube. We started today along Avenida de Alcoy, otherwise known as the Levante beachfront, towards the centre of town, where we see what was previously the popular KM Playa nightclub. Now fully renovated, this large venue in its fantastic prime location has transformed itself into a branch of the American franchise, the Five Guys Burger Bar. They boast over 250,000 possible topping combinations for your burgers, along with their famous boardwalk fries cooked in peanut oil, which are freshly hand-cut every day. Now moving over to the Rincón de Loix area, along the busy thoroughfare of the Avenida del Mediterráneo, we see what was formerly the buffet-style restaurant of Isidro. After several weeks of refurbishments, this has now emerged as the Indian restaurant The Saffron Lounge, who offer a modern interior with a stylish black, orange and neon colour scheme, and their special menu for two people comes in at €15.95 per person, offering a mixed platter for starters, followed by a choice of curry served with naan or pilau rice, and then coffee or ice cream for dessert. If you want to find out about some of Benidorm's most popular hotels, then why not check out my great series of vlogs giving you an unbiased look inside and out. Just search YouTube, Fly on the Wall, followed by the name of the hotel you're looking for, and all the info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. Now scooting across to the heart of the old town, on the corner junction of the pedestrianised shopping street of Calle Tomás Ortuño and Carrer de la Biga, we see that what was previously the Pokemon-themed Poke Café Benidorm has now become the fresh blue and white cafe and bakery of Café Sorrento, with some very tempting-looking cakes in its window display. Heading right into the new town zone now, and just off the strip along Avenida Almería, we see what was formerly Bodega Maria and then a CBD shop, which on this old clip of mine shows us next to Auntie Belle's pub, but which has since closed to become Barrel's Bar, has now become a chicken, kebab and pizza, fast food restaurant and takeaway. Staying in the new town, and only a few metres walk away along Calle Lepanto, we see that next to the Clay Oven Indian restaurant, the venue previously known as Smoky Mo's Sports Bar, where I believe you could also place a cheeky bet, has now turned into yet another small supermarket, or in other words, an overpriced mini-mart full of food and drinks with no prices on, ready to catch you out. And just to clarify, I don't say that from personal experience of this particular shop, just out of my many years of experience of these type of shops in general, which are popping up all over the place in Benidorm right now. Back over in the Rincón de Loix once more, along Calle Girona, which later on becomes a strip, and directly opposite the Piccadilly Karaoke Bar and the 24-hour restaurant and takeaway of Mariano's, we see what was many years ago JJ's Cabaret Bar, which sits below street level underground and is accessed by a small door between Ink Tattoo Parlour and the Kebabish Original Curry House, has now become the Greenies Cabaret Club. Open nightly from 7 p.m. right through until 3 o'clock in the morning, the entertainment starts at 8 p.m. sharp, with several acts exclusive to this venue only, such as drag act Ruby Rocks, the Rebels Benidorm Band and the Rocky Horror Show. Keeping in the Rincón de Loix, but this time along the long avenue of Avenida de Juan Fuster Zaragoza, which would lead you down to the bi-weekly outdoor market, we now see what was formerly the Amigos Bar has now become Hogar ITD, selling a selection of homeware, soft furnishings and small furniture items, with their sister shop, Market ITD, at the top of the road, selling a little bit of everything and anything. Back in the central area of the resort once more, and just on the cusp of the old town by the Hotel Madeira Centro along Calle Esperanto, we see what was previously a shop selling a bit of everything for the tourist market, which we locally refer to as a Chinese shop, has now become the Artisan ice cream parlour of La Creme, with soft drinks and cooling slushes also available. Now heading up to the ever-popular Rincón de Loix, although this time in the upper Rincón along Avenida de Monte Carlo and directly opposite the party apartment hotel of the BC Music Resort, we see what was formerly a mini-mart many years ago that then went up for sale and stood empty for a long time, has now become the eat-in or takeaway fast food restaurant of Indian kebab. Across to the old town again, and almost halfway up the hill of Cabaret de Finestrat, which would then lead you to the Hotel Victoria at the top on the left, we see what were previously two bars in the shape of Baxter's Scottish Pub and St James's Tavern, with a still existing Go Bananas in between, have become the 12 to 6 kebab shop and a mini-mart respectively, no doubt sharing the same owners. St James's Tavern did briefly become a South American-owned music pub for some time before its latest incarnation, offering cocktails and a pool table, but this also sadly failed to attract the punters, so maybe this street is more for people just passing by to get somewhere else, and it's hard to get anyone to actually come in due to the slightly below street level position of most of the businesses along this road. I really don't know. Over in the Rincón yet again, this time along Quai Amsterdam and not far from the West End drag act Cabaret bar, we see what was for many years the hardware shop of Ferreteria Olid, and having had itself a refit only a few years ago, it's now become just another mini-mart, although they have kept the previous store's name, and it's handy enough for guests staying at the nearby Hotel Nereo, I guess, whose balconies overlook the shop. Returning to the beautiful Avanti Promenade towards the old town end of Avenida de Alcoy and just off the seafront in a little square behind Burger King, we see what was formerly the small tapas bar of La Croqueta Playa on the corner has now become a new branch of Subway, with their previous branch in the Rincón de Loix just off the beachfront having closed down over a year ago now to become a kebab and fast food restaurant. Finally back to the Rincón for the last time, on a blindingly sunny day, we see that along the busy Calle de Londres, what was briefly the Midnight Bar, which seemed to keep very irregular opening hours, has now become the Tiger Bar, offering beer bucket deals as well as wines, spirits and cocktails. This brings us to the end of today's vlog, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this latest tour with me of a whole new batch of bars and businesses in town that you may not have seen since you last visited Benidorm. And let's hope they all have a very successful and bright future ahead of them. If you did like this video, I'd ask that you please give it a thumbs up, or maybe just make a comment or add an emoji, or share this vlog, or consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet already done so. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out and about next time. Maybe videoing some of Benidorm's new bars and businesses, who knows. Until then, take care, bye for now, and I hope to catch you again soon. Cheers!